Hello and welcome along. Today we are on the west coast. In fact, we're going to be doing some forestry on the west coast. We're down here at the forestry area. We've got ourselves a little JCB skid steer, the tractor version, along with a stump grinder and a log fork. And with our Tatra Phoenix, we have a log container here for loading some logs into. We've also got ourselves a McCulloch chainsaw, and we're gonna chop down some trees and do some forestry work. Part of the reason for me wanting to do this is just a fantastic forestry area. I love the forestry area on this map, and yeah, I've not seen anybody really do any work in it yet, so I wanted to have a go, and as it's Friday, I want to do some forestry on Friday. So let's get to it. So we'll start with this tree here. Why not? It's in front of us. We'll cut it that way, and hopefully it'll fall that way as well. Or not at all. That's interesting. I do love some of the physics on this game. Let's get rid of some of the branches. That might untangle it from whatever it's tangled against. Alright. And then... well, let's see if we can do that from the other side, actually. I'd rather it fell that way. If it will. Still not really willing to fall. Yeah, I do love the physics in this game. You basically just have to keep slicing away. Ah, there it goes. No. We might be able to walk up it now, though. No. It is definitely getting stuck on something. I could not tell you what, though. There it goes. So the other thing, of course, we have to help us, although we may not need it for this tree. I think this tree may be fine. Right, so we will cut another one. We have the measure mod as well, so that will... right, I'm not going to quite cut it straight. We'll see if we cut it at an angle, see if that helps. We have the measure mod as well. Yeah, that is a little bit weird. I'm not sure if it's a strangeness with how the trees are set up on this map, or what it is, but that is a bit weird. That we have to basically do 3 slices before we can cut a tree down. Or 4 in this case. We're gonna have to get... I wonder if we can go in higher. Because with all this little bits of wood, we're gonna need something to cut them, to do some wood chips, I think, because these trees are being very strange. Right, let's take this at a really big angle. See if that helps. And then we'll take it out here as well. Oh. No, that one is not going to go. And then we'll cut the little bits. There we are. Yeah, these trees are acting really weird. Definitely need to cut them. Demon trees that need cutting. Demon trees that need getting out of this woodland. Replacing with something that's a little more, a little more good. Less evil infused. Yeah, look at that tree go. again, not sure why this is doing this. We've got 4, so we'll load these 4 up. But we are going to have to go and get. We might take the TW15 and just go and. Because that is odd, to say the least. Cut another one. Basically need to make it slide off. There we go, down it goes. Right. I think these, in their current state, may just load up straight onto the trailer. I'm not sure. Let's go and measure our trailer. So, measuring from here all the way along. So, we can do about 6.8 meter lengths. And our trees here. Yeah, much longer than that. So, slow down a little bit. Sort of about that sort of length is the maximum we can do. We'll cut that. Right, and then we've got the same here. So 6.8 meter length. 8.3. I want to be about 8.1. 8.3 should fit. So we'll try that. Basically, we want to put the maximum lengths we can in. If we can do that. Right, and 7.3. That'll do. If we can do that, we get the most money for them. So we want the longest we can get into here. We cut that one. And didn't we have another one? I thought we cut 4 trees. Yeah, here's the 4th. We also have, yeah, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, we have one of the most useful mods. 6.8 I said, didn't I? There we go. Perfect. This is one of the most useful mods that I was ever introduced to in 15. Someone suggested it to me while I was doing the Forestry on Friday series and that on Rockwood. And I was so pleased when it got transferred over to 17 really early on. Because it is just fantastic for doing any kind of logging. Oh, let's turn course play off for this, because we're not going to need it for this little skid steer. Always unsure about where to use skid steers on this game. And forestry, I think, actually is a really great place. We had it on Cobra, on the new version of Cobra for 17. We had one of these, and then similarly, no, actually that's the only place we used one of these so far. There we go. But they are really useful for it, and especially with this log transport, because you can place it on the ground. It works really well with these. And there's a version of this actually that's stackable as well. There we go, there's our first one. We've got quite a lot of logs to do to get in this. I don't think we're going to fill it with that many today. But just to get a flavour of the forestry on this map, I think. More than anything. Oh, I think we found the stump. Yeah, there we go. And so far, what we discovered is the trees are a bit derpy. Oh, round up. Go. We could possibly have cut trees a little bit closer to our transport, but that's okay. Yeah, so the transport being this low is very nice and easy to get the skid steer in, and the skid steer's manoeuvrability is wonderful for loading up. So it actually just works well. And just as it's a nice little setup. And the other thing that's nice in 17 is that there's a whole load of other equipment for these skid steers for use in forestry, which I really got to check out sometime. We did have there was a cutter that we had on Cobra that was pretty fantastic. Cut the tree and then held it, and then you could cart it pretty much wherever you wanted. Great little piece of kit. Oh, there we go. There we are. And yeah, all sorts of little great attachments for these JCB skid steers. See if I can get this one. Yeah, I can't turn it any further, so back up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see if I can use these a little bit more. And with a wheel, my biggest problem with the skid steers previously, and that I had in 15's version of the JCB skid steer, was that I found it very, very difficult to control. Those were, of course, the days when I was using mouse and keyboard exclusively. Now that I'm using mouse and wheel, it's a lot easier. But it's more that with every other vehicle, you can see pretty much, with the exception of the other tractors, you can see pretty much where everything, all your wheels are pointing. So you can see which way you're steering. With the tractors and with this, and with the other skid steer, you can't. There's no indication of which way you're turning at all. So I used to just spin in circles, which would be absolutely hilarious. I remember when I had a smoke down farm on 15, came with the skid steer. I could not control the thing. I could not work it. Gave me all sorts of problems. Right. There we go. That's a nice one too. There we are. Right, drop that in there. So we've got our first 4. I think we may have to do some more forestry inking. We're going to be doing some forestry on the other map as well. Right. Because we're going to need that for the factory stuff we're doing. That's Upton, of course. Whereas here we're just doing it because we want to. Yeah, there's definitely a disconnect with some of these trees. Oh, that one did fall fairly easily. That's good. Now we will take the one behind it as well. Yeah, as I said at the beginning of this video, I do love this forestry area. I always tell how well and how good and how detailed a map is by how much attention is paid to the forestry, and this is just fantastic forestry area. Right, let's measure this one. 0.83. There we go. There's one. go. Reset it. Three. Good. Yeah. They should fit on there. But I'm going to put the smaller bits on at the end. Actually, I want to take a couple more trees. Let's take this one here as well. Take this going the other way. Wait. Take this really low. Well, they seem to be beginning to behave themselves. Now we've cleared a few out of the area. They seem to be doing a lot better. Let's be happier that does. Ooh, 8, 9 we can probably fit. I don't think we can do anything over 7 meters. I think is where our problem lies. Where we take these better. Obviously we've got to get the stump grinder in here at some point. If we can't see the stumps, that's going to cause us problems. But for now, we're just clearing this section of forest. At some point we will come back and replant, of course. It's the responsible way to do forestry. Yeah. There we go. Wow, that did a little bit of strangeness. And is spinning a little bit out of control as well. I think we've got another tree in the... Yeah, we have another tree in the middle that we need to take. There we go. Cut it there. Right, and then we do need to take this one here. It's in our way. Like so. Right, and we'll get these loaded up. And we'll go check out the sawmill, I think. Right, and that'll be 6. Right, let's get these loaded up. Measure mod off. Jump into our little JCB. I don't know what it is with all these log forks, but easiest way always seems to be to angle it down and pick it up like a hand would. So with a pinch. Just seems to work better as a way of doing it. Right, there we go. Should just drop in, yeah. I have a little bit of wood in here. Good lengths, nice amount, good area. This would be quite a good working area. We might see if we can get the roller in here and see if we can sort of change this and make this as a base of operations for the forestry stuff. It's a fairly flat area. It's not completely flat, but it'd be a good place to put maybe a log store or something like that, and maybe a shed and things for our logging equipment. So we will have a look and see what options are available to us for that. But yeah, I think it'd be a good area to do that for. That would. The only other area might be down the bottom here. There seems to be a flat area down that way as well. So I mean, that's the only thing this forestry area is missing. Unless I've missed something. But I don't remember seeing it in the tour. Whoa. That's the thing I was talking about with the skid steer. There we go. Right up. Get that out of the way. Yeah. The arm does not go that high on the skid steers. It goes a fair way, but it doesn't go that high. It's why I've not found them overly useful over a telehandler. Because, you know, when you're doing bale stacking and things, you want to go quite high a lot of the time. There we are. Let's open that up a little bit. And up. And back. Fully go back. Do that. I'm enjoying this little skid steer. It's working well at this job. Although we haven't got the most secure hold on this. We have at least got a hold on it though. There we go. Let's come back this way. Excellent. We should be able to pick up more than one, but I just don't trust my ability to do it. There is definitely enough space on this log grab to. I think you'd have to do it using with a set that are grouped together. I think is the only way you could do that. Whoa. Slow down, dear. Don't get overexcited. We're doing forestry. I enjoy forestry. Again, like potatoes. Well, it's not quite as ignored as potatoes are on farms. But it is one of those things that doesn't get done that much. There we go. Needs to get done occasionally. There we go. And especially when you've got a purpose for doing it. No. There we are. Stuck. I want to leave myself enough time to go and sell this, really. How many more of the large logs we got? I think we only got one more, so we're going to leave. Oh no, we got one there. And one there. Okay. I'm going to leave the end bits because I think we can use those at a later date for doing some work with a wood chipper. I think that'd be a good way to go with those. And we'll just take these bigger logs, these thicker logs, and sell these because these will make us more money. It's that balance. These logs would not make us a lot of money if we chipped them. They'll make us more money as logs to sell. Whereas the end bits will make us less money and conversely probably worth more as wood chips than they are as logs. So that's why we're looking at that. We're quite a long way up this. Don't know how well this is going to travel. Actually should travel quite well. We're not that far off the middle. It really picked it up well too. Right. Oh, I think we're going over a stump. We're going over something. What I would quite like to have seen with this actually would have been a double-ended. So I know you can stack them if you've got I think it's a telehandler will attach the other side of this, and you can stack them. which is quite useful. Really nice feature of these IT runner ones. You can also, so yeah, you can attach the telehandler, stack them, but it would be nice if you could go to either end to connect the hook. Come in one way and park, and then head out the other. Right, those, I think that is just an end, isn't it? Yeah, that's an end, that's an end. Don't think we have anything more up here. No, that is everything. Right, so let's head back to our lorry, and we'll head down to the woodyard. Pick up on the map, and what I'll do is I will probably cut a fair amount of the journey out, because you guys don't want to see me driving along the road. Right, there we go. What we do need to do is one of the beauties of this, and one of the things I love of 17, is the ability to strap stuff down. There we go. So our logs are nicely strapped in. And let's have a look on our map. So we are heading... Quality timber is at the bottom of the map. So that is where we're going to head. Let's bring the map up again so that I can see where I'm going. And we will head out the woodland. And once I got moving... Yeah, there we go. We'll head out of here, head down. Whoa. Head out of here. My driving. Head out of here to the bottom of the map where the timber yard is. And when you rejoin me, I shall be nearly there. So see you in a moment. Here we go, we're approaching the sawmill. It's not too much further. In fact, there it is. Now, how do we get into here? There might be an entrance down there. I think, actually, no, the entrance is here at the side. So, into here. Right. So, we'll undo the, well, turn around, we'll undo the straps, and then we will put our log. Well, actually, it may just... They may unload it straight from the trailer, but we do need to undo our straps first. So we'll undo these. Whoa. That's quite a long way up, that. Considering where it was a minute ago. Back it into here. Yeah, we are too high, so we will then unload our trailer, place that down in there. There we go. And we can load it back up. So that's actually a nice tidy sum from that. I'm pleased with that. And that actually is the perfect place for us to finish. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.